We had never been to Lithuania before, so this was a really interesting port for us. Klaipėda is the main seaport of Lithuania and is the third largest city in the country. When arriving to the port, we had to make an 180-degree turn. The cruise terminal is located around 800 meters of the historic city center and can easily be reached on foot. We had booked an NCL-shore excursion called Soviet Nuclear Weapons Site and left the ship at 7:30 a.m. and were greeted by folk music orchestra at the pier before we got on the bus.
But delayed. Very sandy areas here because of the retrieving ice age. It left very sandy sediments, okay? So easy to dig. Water source right next to the facility. Beautiful park in the middle of the forest. 3 reasons why this facility was chosen to be built there, okay?
The Cold War Museum is situated in a former underground missile base constructed by the Soviet Union during 1960s. The shore of the Platelia Lake and the Plotstein forest were perfectly suitable for the construction, and all of Europe could be covered by the missiles.
We could see 2 domes right over there, a piece of one right over there, and the 4th one is just behind there. As we walk around, we'll see all 4 of them. We're going to go enter to that one right here. Document saying that the U-2 high altitude reconnaissance plane captured the picture of all western part of Lithuania. They took a picture and the analysts analyzed and saw 4 domes, 4 concrete domes, and they said, it's beautiful like a cake. But I'm not sure why I'm doing the Russian accent on the American specialist, but
he was a Russian linguist.
He was, and he says there's probably something fishy going on, so that was the nuclear launching site spotted in here, and Americans knew all along. Thank you. 1968 Praha Spring events, and this was the single time that this painted rocket here, was actually with a warhead on top of it, ready to go. The domes were off on the railings. It was fuel. I'm not sure about the oxidizer, if the nitric acid was in it already, but Soviets were idiots enough to prepare to be destroying 500,000 of their own soldiers in Praha. Yay! Assembled back. Here, we entered through there and we're in this room right here. We can see the plan outline of the facility. So this is the main compartment of the control panels and all the rooms, and we have the 4 silos just into the sides of the facility. So there's one silo, another silo there, and they're on the. Do you have the on the ceiling, on the floor? Do you have the? Yeah, the paint. So that's one of the shafts right here. So we're going to go here through the doors. You can see the small corridor. would make the full rocket. Okay, so the warhead would be about 2-ton weight. It would be put on top of the carrier, the cylinder called rocket. Okay, we are only able to see merely a half of it.
4 nuclear missiles were installed in the 4 silos. The rockets were aimed at different Western countries, and every 3 to 4 years the targeted countries would change. The missiles were removed from the base in 1978. We stopped in a lovely restaurant in the countryside and had a typical Lithuanian lunch. As starter we had cold beetroot soup with potatoes, and as main course we had potato meat dumplings. When returning to Klaipėda city after the tour, we had around 2 hours to explore the city by ourselves before we had to be back on the ship. The 3-mast sailing ship Meridianas was built in 1948 in Finland and is today a restaurant. The chain bridge was built in 1855, and every hour it is rotated manually by 2 dock workers, allowing sailing yachts and small fishing boats to leave or enter the castle marina. The Curonian Spit is a 98 kilometers long curved sand dune spit that separates the Curonian Lagoon with the Baltic Sea. The spit is shared by Lithuania, the northern part, and Russia, the southern part. From Klaipėda you can take a ferry that takes less than 10 minutes to Smiltine, and there is a nice sandy beach.